Hi, it's Jan Beta, and what I have here is a mystery package from the United Kingdom. Yeah, and I'm gonna open it up before your very eyes, and I hope it's what I expect it to be. Let's see. So here we go. It looks like it. So there's a sheet of paper, and inside we have this beautiful replacement keyboard membrane for this little guy here, which has a broken membrane, which I'm going to show you in a second. In order to show you how this happened, I am going to open this again, which is not that hard, although it's 5 screws, not 4, like I mentioned in the last video. It's clearly 5. The way you open this is to go like this, and then let me change the light a bit. Then we have these connectors, which are the connectors for the keyboard. And yeah, you have to pull them out of the connectors on the PCB here. And if you do it very gently, sometimes they survive, but I think, as in my case, these are very, very brittle because they are quite old and there's quite a lot of heat going on the board in this area. So this one here, in my case, broke quite badly. The whole plastic's broken through here. And yeah, I tried to fix the traces with some silver conductive paint and stuff like that, but the whole plastic which carries the traces was broken, so it worked for a bit and then it broke off again. And yeah, people on Twitter, I tweeted about this, and people strongly advised me to just get a replacement membrane because these are basically crap and they break very frequently, and it won't get better with age. And the replacement membranes are supposedly even better than the originals, so yeah. And they're apparently not that expensive, partly because of the British pound being not that good at the moment because of the whole Brexit shebang. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is to just put in the replacement membrane here and see if that fixes the keys. And I'm lucky in this case because this is one of the keyboard assemblies that has these little latches here that you can just bend aside, which are part of the metal keyboard part here. Sometimes on older models this is glued on, so it's quite hard to get it off in one piece, or to not bend it while getting it off. And yeah, this is supposedly much easier, so I'm just going to bend these a bit carefully to not break them off, and then I should be able to gently pull this out, I guess. It feels like it's also glued in place. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. So I think, and maybe it's just stuck in there from, it's just stuck on the rubber piece, I guess. Let's see if I can take this off without damaging it too much. And supposedly I can just poke them out from the other side here. These are a bit bent in the wrong direction. They should eventually just come out too. Ah, come on. Ah, there we go. So, let's see. First one. There we go. It just fell off. So, and this is what the old membrane looks like. Bit of a shame, because the membrane itself looks good, I guess. Yeah. So let's put this aside. This is the rubber keyboard assembly. So I think there's indeed some kind of, I think it's some kind of glue on there that was holding it in place. So I think I'll give this little cleaning, and especially there's some crumbs in here that I'll just rinse this with some water, I guess. It's all rubber, silicone rather, so it won't hurt. The silkscreened letters on there are supposedly quite easy to rub off, so I won't rub it too hard, but just rinse it. Okay, now for the membrane. I guess it just lifts out here. Yes, it does. So I can pull these out here. There we go. And there you can see the damage. I think I'm gonna keep this anyway. So if the other one fails, I at least have some keys that are working, or I can try to fix this again, I guess. So yeah, the whole case looks very, very clean. It's very, for a ZX Spectrum, this is in very, very good condition, I was told. It's my first one, so I don't really know what condition they are in usually. So, but this one it looks nearly as good as new, except for the broken membrane and some capacitors that I replaced. If you didn't watch that video, you can also click on it here. And I also did a little video on a composite mod that I already did on this board, this Spectrum board, which I will also link in here. So now for the replacement membrane. That should go in this way, I think. Yeah. So, like this. And I think it's impossible to get it the wrong way around, because there are these little clipping things and these holes that basically prevent doing it the wrong way around. Let's compare it to the old one here. So it looks a bit different, but only very, very slightly. So yeah, they nearly copied it down to the tracing there. So yeah, I think I should assemble it again, I guess, and try if it works. Okay, so here we go. This should nicely clip in there in these little clips, I think. Yes, it does. So let's see. Okay. So this was easier than I thought it would be. I should give this a little wipe, I guess, while I'm at it. Some alcohol or something. So I'll spray some isopropanol on it. And at least wipe it off from both sides. I'll have this open. And try not to wipe off any of the print on it. So let's see. Probably. It has some light scratches here, but otherwise it's really in near mint condition, I guess. So very nice. Especially considering that I paid, I think I paid 35 euros for this delivered, which is very cheap for a Specky. Especially in Germany, where they are quite a bit rarer than they are in the United Kingdom and elsewhere. Let's put this on here. So you're supposed to go in there. You're supposed to go in there. So let's see. So I'm holding this with my hand from the other side and bending these. It should work this way, I guess. So I hope it all fits snugly there. Yes. That's about as close as we can get to, the original state. Looks nice. So let's reassemble it and test it. So here we are. Here's the Specky, the underside with the PCB. Oh, let me move the light a bit again, so that maybe you can all see what I'm doing. Yes. So let's see if this fits in here. Yes, it does. And this should go in here. It should also does. Yeah, so that's probably all there's to it. So I still have this connected to my bench power supply here, which is of course not ideal, but it'll do for the moment. Let's see if the keyboard works. Okay, let's power it on. And as you can see, it still works. At least there's the picture. Let's test the keyboard. Yeah, and that seems to have worked. Nice. So yeah, let's start a game, I guess. And yeah, you will see me starting a game from my little Android tablet, my Nexus, that I also used in some other videos. I will make a separate video on how I managed to do that, because it's not that easy, I found, and I had to do some experiments before it worked that well. But now I got it working pretty well. So yeah, let me just boot up something and show you. Oh, and what I nearly forgot to do is to put the screws back in, which I want to do before I play games with this, I guess. So, okay, got this all connected up. I should turn this on again. And load. Symbol. Enter. And now it's listening to the tape, which I, of course, don't have yet, but I'm using my tablet here. So I'm going to play a little game by Juan, who is a professional coder, I guess, and yeah, he in his spare time he makes games for retro computers. He's working on a very nice Commodore 64 game at the moment, Rescuing Orc, which will be also released by Ponsoft, I think. And yeah, he tweets about it quite a lot, so you can follow him on Twitter maybe. And he also does play some games on YouTube, so I will link in his channel, which I enjoy watching as well. And he plays his own games as well and shows how they work and tells a bit of background info on them, which is very interesting, I think. So I highly recommend following him. And yeah, his games seem to be quite nice. And he did quite a lot of Spectrum games that I wasn't able to play. And the one I'm checking out now is Trackstar. Trackstar? Yeah. Let's see. And there we go. And I think I go for really fine keys. Let me do this some way. I can maybe tractor beam. Fire. Okay. I don't even know how this game works, but yeah, let's go with keyboard. And as you can see, I can go with left and right. And I can use the tractor beam. And I can fire. Okay. And most likely I have to collect the same. Don't even know how this game works, but yeah. Seem to have done something right here. I guess I have to put the same colors with the same. Oh, and it also. Oh, and it moves down, I guess. A bit like Tetris or columns or something like that. Oh, this seems to be a nice game. It reminds me of Clax. Oh, level 3. So I suppose this goes faster at some point. I really like this game. So Juan, nice game. I like simple games like this. So yeah, I'm gonna play this for a while, I think. But I think the point is proved that the keyboard works again, I guess. So yeah. Thanks for watching. You can always contact me and yeah, comment on this. And if you want to support me, there's also some possibilities of doing so. I have a little Patreon page that I will link in, and I have a little PayPal button as well. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again on this channel sometime. There's gonna be more specky videos, and there's gonna be more retro computing videos, and there's also gonna be some vintage audio videos sometime soon again, I hope. And of course computers, So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. I'm Jan Beta. See you next time. Bye.